A woman behind the wheel of a self-driving Uber laughed as she watched the voice on her phone before killing a pedestrian at night, a police report has found. Rafaela Vasquez repeatedly looked down and not at the road, glancing up just a half-second before the car hit 49-year-old Elaine Herzberg, according to Tempe Police Department in Arizona. According to the report, Vasquez could face charges of vehicle manslaughter after the crash, which the department called entirely avoidable. Herzberg, who was homeless, was walking her bicycle across the street outside of a crosswalk on a 4-lane road the night of March 18 when she was struck by the front right side of the Volvo. The 318-page report, which was released in response to a public records request, shows that police obtained records from Hulu, an online service for streaming television shows and movies. Convicted armed robber Vasquez was supposed to act as a safety driver and take control of the vehicle if anything went wrong. Her account was playing the television talent show The Voice the night of the crash for about 42 minutes, ending at 9:59 p.m. And that coincides with the approximate time of the collision, the report says. Police said a review of video from inside the car showed Vasquez was looking down during the trip, and her face appears to react and show a smirk or laugh at various points during the times that she is looking down. The Uber car was in autonomous mode at the time of the crash. Uber, like other self-driving car developers, requires a backup driver in the car to intervene when the autonomous system fails or a tricky driving situation occurs. Vasquez looked up just 0.5 seconds before the crash after keeping her head down for 5.3 seconds, the Tempe police report said. Uber's self-driving Volvo SUV was traveling at just under 44 miles per hour. That report showed Uber had disabled the emergency braking system in the Volvo, and Vasquez began braking less than a second after hitting Herzberg. The report found that Vasquez was distracted and looking down for close to 7 of the nearly 22 minutes prior to the collision. Police submitted their findings to county prosecutors, who will determine what charges will be pressed. Vasquez told the National Transportation Safety Board, which is also investigating the crash, she had been monitoring the self-driving interface in the car, and neither her personal nor business phones were in use until after the crash. In addition to the report, police released on Thursday a slew of audio files of 911 calls made by Vasquez, who waited at the scene for police and bystanders the night of the crash. This article also released were photographs of Herzberg's damaged bicycle and the car, along with police body cam video that captures the minutes after the crash, including harrowing screams in the background. Last month, an Uber spokeswoman said the company was undergoing a top-to-bottom safety review and had brought on a former federal transportation official to help improve the company's safety culture. The company prohibits the use of any mobile device by safety drivers while the self-driving cars are on a public road, and drivers are told they can be fired for violating this rule. The crash dealt Uber a major setback in its efforts to develop self-driving cars, and the company shuttered its autonomous car testing program in Arizona after the incident. It says it plans to begin testing elsewhere this summer, although in some cities it will have to first win over increasingly wary regulators. Vasquez could not immediately be reached for comment, and Reuters could not locate her attorney. Uber declined to comment. Vasquez was convicted for attempted armed robbery January 2001 and jailed for 5 years, of which she served more than 4, being freed in November 2004. Vasquez attempted to rob a Blockbuster video store with an imitation firearm. At the same time, Vasquez was convicted of unsworn falsification committed in 1999, meaning she made a false statement to public officials and received a concurrent 1-year sentence. At the time, she was known as Rafael and identified as male. It is not known when she transitioned to female.